It all began in 2014 when I bought a new car. Yep, a new car starts my faith story. I was raised Catholic in Wilkes-Barre. I got my first Holy Communion and baptism at St. Teresa's Church, and I grew up Catholic. At around age 10, my mom got remarried and we moved here to the Lewisburg area. And I was about to start confirmation classes up in Wilkes-Barre. We started them in 6th grade there, not 8th. But my mom did some checking around, and of course this was before the internet, and she was told that the only Catholic church available was in Williamsport. So unfortunately, my religious education and formation got put on hold. So through my teen years and young adult life, I kind of lived very carefree, was agnostic for a while, and questioned a whole lot of things about my faith, and just kind of went on living. But ultimately, I realized after a long time that I wasn't really happy, and things weren't going the way they should. So fast forward to 2014, I bought a new car. I had always carried my scapulars from my very first Holy Communion in my car, but they were pretty beat up. I still have them, but they were 31 years old. So I told my grandmother I wanted a new set, and she found a store up in Wilkes-Barre that sold them. So I went up and got these new scapulars, and then I wanted to get them blessed, of course, so that they actually worked. So I went to the church there that my grandparents belonged to, as both of the churches I went to growing up were closed. So I walked in thinking that God was going to strike me down with a bolt of lightning and that I was going to be very unwelcome. And then amazingly something different happened. I walked through the door, took one look around, and immediately started crying. Not a tear, not a little, emotion. Nope, full-on sobs in the back of the church. It's very hard to do that quietly, but somehow I managed. They were having confession at the time, so I decided to go to confession. Never met the priest before, hadn't been in a church in many, many years. And I told him at that moment that I wanted to be confirmed. So he told me that I could be confirmed as an adult and just had to contact my local Catholic church. So I stayed for Mass that day, and I didn't know anything. I didn't know the songs. I didn't know when to stand. I didn't know when to kneel. I felt very out of place, but at the same time, I felt very in place. So when I came home that day, the next day, I looked online and found Sacred Heart here in Lewisburg. I sent an email. I immediately heard from Father Bill here at Sacred Heart. He told me to come to church the following week and that we could talk about getting my confirmation. So I showed up here at Sacred Heart for 5 o'clock Mass that Saturday and immediately was welcomed by several of the people who were here. They realized that I was a new person. They had never seen me before, and that made me feel really good about this choice. I spoke with Father Bill afterwards, and we set up a plan for my confirmation. So over the next 3 years, working with both Father Bill and Deacon Owen, I managed to work through the Adult Catechist book on one-on-one adult study. I didn't do RCIA. I had private tutoring with Deacon Owen, and a year ago on May 6th, I received my confirmation from Father Bill with my sponsor, and it's been an amazing journey. Since I started coming here to Sacred Heart, I have become a first grade CCD teacher. I'm going on to my 3rd year doing that. I am a lector, a sacristan, an usher, and I am very involved in the church and in my faith. My faith in God has grown stronger, my prayer life has gone stronger, and my faith story just continues to grow. So thanks to Father Bill and Deacon Owen and the Sacred Heart Parish, that's my faith story.